Right now, a lot of people are talking about a 2026 rule, saying that if you store silver in your home safe, your bank account could get flagged. This idea is spreading very fast, and for many people, it creates confusion and even fear. But before you believe anything like this, it's important to slow down and understand how things actually work. Because sometimes, what sounds serious is not completely true, it's just incomplete information. Let's think about this logically for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. How would a bank even know what you are keeping inside your home? There is no direct system that connects your home safe to your bank account. Banks cannot see your physical assets. They cannot monitor your house. This is a very important point that many people are ignoring. Now, this doesn't mean that banks don't monitor anything. They do, but they monitor financial activity, not personal storage. This includes things like deposits, withdrawals, transfers, and patterns of behavior. If something looks unusual, it can get attention. But again, this has nothing to do with simply owning silver at home. Here's where people start getting confused. Silver and gold are often linked with financial privacy. People buy them to protect their wealth. And during uncertain times, more people turn toward precious metals. This is completely normal and legal. But when large amounts of money are involved, especially in cash, that's where monitoring systems may become active. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people. The first person buys silver through a trusted dealer, pays using a normal bank transfer, and keeps a record. The second person tries to avoid normal systems, uses only cash, and splits transactions into smaller amounts to avoid attention. Now ask yourself which one looks more suspicious from a banking perspective. It's clearly the second one. And this is the key point most people miss. It's not about the silver, it's about behavior. Now let's slow this down even more, because this is where real understanding comes in. Financial systems are designed to detect patterns, not single actions, but repeated behavior. So if someone consistently does things that look unusual, it can create a pattern. And patterns are what trigger alerts. But here's something important to understand. Even if a transaction gets flagged, it does not mean you did something wrong. It just means the system noticed something different. There is a big difference between being noticed and being guilty. Re-engage moment. So if you've been worried that just owning silver at home could cause problems, you need to relax and understand the full picture. Now let's talk about why this topic is becoming so popular. The answer is simple: fear spreads faster than facts. When people hear that their money or privacy could be at risk, they pay attention. And content creators often use strong titles to get clicks. But strong titles don't always mean accurate information. In reality, there is no specific rule that says storing silver at home will flag your account. There is no system watching your safe. There is no direct connection like that. The only thing that matters is how money moves through the financial system. Let's go deeper into this idea. Think about your normal financial behavior. If you receive income, spend money, and make purchases in a consistent way, everything looks normal. But if suddenly there are large changes, big cash movements, unusual patterns, that's when systems may take a closer look. This is not about control, it's about monitoring risk. And this applies to everyone, not just people who buy silver. Retention hooks. So the real question is not, is silver dangerous? The real question is, are your financial habits consistent and transparent? Now, let's bring this back to something practical. If you are someone who wants to invest in silver, what should you do? The answer is simple. Keep everything clean and normal. Buy from reliable sources. Use standard payment methods. Keep basic records. That's it. There is no need to overcomplicate things. Many people think that trying to stay hidden is the best strategy. But in reality, unusual behavior can create more attention. So the smartest approach is actually the simplest one: stay consistent and informed. Now take a moment and think about this. How many times have you seen information online that sounded urgent or scary, but later turned out to be exaggerated? This is very common, especially in financial topics. That's why it's important to always look deeper and understand the full context. Soft CTA, if you're still watching, it means you care about understanding the truth, not just reacting to headlines. Let's summarize everything in a very simple way. Owning silver is legal. Storing it at home is legal. Banks do not monitor your personal belongings. What they monitor is financial activity. And only unusual patterns, not normal behavior, get attention. This means you don't need to panic. You don't need to make rushed decisions. You just need to stay informed and act wisely. And in today's world, that's your biggest advantage, understanding how things really work instead of reacting to fear. Final CTA, if you want more clear, simple, and honest explanations like this, stay connected. Because the more you understand, the stronger your financial decisions become.